they came on and did the one song, the least offensive, because they were a little bit over the top with the lyrics and stuff like that.
Sean and sorry.
Nice.
Sorry, didn't interrupt you. I'm sorry.
But there's so much good music out there, and I hate when people are completely down on any one kind. Like, it's like, well, just check it out more and find out more before you. Like today, it seems like it has to fit into one of three sounds, and if it doesn't, it's no good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you can't be serious. I mean, come on, there's such good stuff out there. So what if it's old, or so what if it's different, Isn't that the point? Don't we want it to be different and fun?
Absolutely.
What the hell do I know?
We have a question in the chat room from Sean, again from Sirius Session. Does Johnny ever listen to Jonathan Swartz show on NPR?
No, but I get a feeling maybe I should, because Philly's not all that far, and I'm sure I can pick it up.
Cool.
I love RTI. RTI is the reason I found out about Hiromi. I was listening one night. I was in my studio, and I had just bought diffusers for my ceiling, and for the layman, that's in my case, it was styrofoam, and it had a New York City skyline pattern. And you put these on your ceiling, and it absorbs the high frequencies that get out of control. Like if you have a drum kit and you smack a cymbal, and you get these unruly high-end kind of things bouncing around the room. So I contacted the good people at RLX, and I said, "Hey, is it possible to paint these to make them look a little more hip and fit, And if so, how do you do that?" And yada yada. They gave me an answer, and they told me what to do. And while I was painting these up one night, I had a bunch of them to do. I'm listening to RTI, and this piano solo comes on, this jazz piece, and I'm just like, holy crap, who in the devil is that? And I'm, please come on and say who it was. And sure enough, he comes over, and he says, "Oh, that was Hiromi," and I'm like, Hiromi, and I can't pronounce her last name, so I'm thinking about you, Charles. and if you tear or something like that, it begins with a U. I know that.
It looks like, I'll take a crack at it here. Hiromi Uehara.
Give that man a cigar.
I'm good with pronunciation. I think I am. I haven't been corrected yet. But
I'll take that. I think that was a good answer. Anyway, I went right online, and I found her, and I've been a fan ever since. In fact, she played at Newport just a couple of years back with, I think, Alti Miola was there that year. It was a killer year. One of my favorites when we were there, we got to see Aretha Franklin was there. Herbie Hancock. I think, was it Sonny Rollins or something like that? It was a good year. That's always a good time, but man, the town is so tight, and everything goes up like triple in price. So here's a plea to the Newport people who do the festival. Can you please bring the prices down a little bit for Jazz Fest? Just a little bit, guys. How about a couple economy packages there for some people?
That'd be nice.
That reminds me of a local bar I used to play at with one of my first actual bands when I used to live in Pennsylvania. We would play at this one bar where the owner, he was real tight with his money, like super tight. Mm-hmm. And as the night would go on, he'd start out with drink specials and then slowly go in reverse. So you end up paying more for drinks by the end of the night.
Wow.
Yeah, by the end of the night, do they care? Hell no.
No, because you'd been already drinking so much from the specials earlier that, it's almost double, that's okay.
Well, isn't that the whole idea behind happy hour, right? But, then we also know those people that go to happy hour to eat like pigs, and then they're out the door 5 seconds later.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if this is everywhere in our country, but in Pennsylvania it was big. The penny until you pee. You could get your giraffes a penny until you pee, and that was there were a couple places we played at with our bar bands, and that was the featured way to go, And
on that note, we gotta take a break.
A pee break. Yeah.
Guys, we'll be right back after this.
Woohoo! Let's Talk About the Music is starting.
What is Let's Talk About the Music, and why are you so excited about it?
It's a podcast with controversial talk and a global mix of music.
Oh, cool. How and where can I listen?
Just go to letstalkaboutthemusic.com and click follow to be sure to get all the info about the bands that are playing and see their music videos. Then click on Spreaker or iTunes to listen live and even chat with other listeners and the host herself.
What day and time is Let's Talk About the Music on?
Every Wednesday night from 8 p.m. to midnight Pacific Standard Time.
I think I'll tune in. Thanks for the info. Let's Talk About the Music, the controversial talk show with a global mix of music, has been on air for 6 months now. It was a bit of a rough start, but after 20 episodes, we think we've got it, and wanted to say thank you. We will be flashbacking through our last 20 episodes and asking past musical guests and listeners to send us questions and feedback. And again, thank you for joining in from everyone here at Let's Talk About the Music.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Custom tailored clothes, designer cars, fine designer friends, purchased with the debt, president, statesmen, and thieves, stolen territorial deeds, illicit clause for that sound, come from beneath the ground. Happy lives, happiness lies with happy lives lost over time. Got a 2-car garage, got myself a yard, and I got some fucking job, and I don't need nothing from you. So tell me, why the fuck do you think I owe Caesar something green? He made a shit up on his own, and then come and try to take my home. Happy lives, 'cause happiness lies with happy lives lost over time. There's no honor amongst thieves, the backstabbers, the tricks up sleeves. You listen close for that sound that's buried beneath the ground. Happy lives, happiness lies with happy lives lost over time. Happy lives, happiness lies with happy lives lost over time.
Oh, Happy Lives by Max Fred Band. Playing a little bit of blues and rock on the Blues Show.
Dun, dun, dun,
Doot,
dun.
doot, doot, doot. And I am Shells over here in Tacoma, Washington. And he's over there in, no, you're not in Boise. I'm going to Boise. You're in Ohio.
Gonna make me hungry for some fries now.
Yes, I'm sorry. And then we have Johnny. Sear.
Someday.
Wow. I couldn't be more impressed if Waldorf and Statler had done that themselves. Oh, awesome. Thank you. I'm talking about the music.
Keep going.
No, that was just a short blues, right? Like Monty Python.
Yeah,
Just a short
how
blues.
did you know? He got the album Short Blues, first song. It's 3 seconds of pure bliss.
This is a short blues.
Hey, let's bring it, man. So, I'm the only thing I'm really sad about, I guess, is I never really got to see BB more than once. I'm crushed. I mean, and it was amazing when I saw him. I forget how old he was. He was in his 80s. He had been sitting in the throne by that. He wasn't really standing for the show, but who cared? I mean, and what impressed me was the strength of his voice. Here's an 80-some-year-old man, and I swear I can hear him over the monitors, like over the house sound, with his open ear voice. And
he definitely had that projection down.
Yeah, I'd kill to have a quarter of that, because that's a gift, It's bad enough he was so good on guitar, but then he's got to wail on the vocals so hard, It's like, wow. But I wish we could find some people like that. I guess they're out there. We just haven't found them yet,
They're out there. They'll find their way, and hopefully, when they do, they'll find my show.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's part of the fun. We got to have like an exclusive,
Absolutely.
And thanks to everybody who's peeking in occasionally in the chat room. Come on out. We still have time, I guess, and there's plenty of room in the chat room. So
yeah, if you guys have any questions for Johnny and the blues kind of a thing, there it is. Oh, Sean mentioned something about the Jonathan NPR show thingy.
Yes.
He says that I guess it's some great rare track like Sinatra is on it, and he doesn't believe it's international too.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. I read Guitar Player magazine, and it's one of the really decent ones out there. I mean, there's so many guitar magazines, but they really bring it, and they feature different things. And I can remember one time they featured all the great guitar players that played in those big bands like that, the Giants, and really interesting stuff. I got to see, I believe it was 3 years now, our little FM Kirby Center Theater here in Pennsylvania had Tony Bennett, and wow, does he bring a show! Holy crap! For his age, he's superb. If you get a chance anywhere in the world to see him, go do it, because you won't be sad. And one thing I thought was really cool was his daughter was along, and she came out and sang, and she got a set of pipes on her too. I say that with respect, Tony. I thought it was cool, the mashup that he did with Lady Gaga too.
It was definitely interesting. It showed a side of her that I hadn't really expected either.
I know, and that took a lot of people by storm, and it's like, okay, that's what we need right there. The people are out there doing it. Let's see what you really got. Let's bring it.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Just bring it.
Don't be afraid. Do a Shells, honey, and change it up, man. Have them out there doing the electronica, and then hit them with something, a Loverboy song or something. Just totally and hey, what are you saying? You can't move your hiney to that? Come on.
Yeah, we can move your hiney.
120 beats is 120 beats. Don't care who's doing it.